Rafael Nadal and Novak Djokovic contested an epic Indian Wells battle in 2011 that Rafael Nadal was banned from breaking rackets by his uncle, Tony Nadal, who also served as his coach until 2017. But Novak Djokovic once pushed the 22-time Grand Slam champion's patience to the ragged edge. Laser focus and a level-headed temperament have been strong points for Nadal over the course of his career, which will end after the Davis Cup finals next month. And Uncle Tony made sure it stayed that way, telling La Razón, "Rafa has never broken a racket in his life. I once told him, you throw one racket, and I'm no longer your coach." There are millions of kids in the world who can't afford to buy one. Nadal himself once spoke about the strict rule during an interview with 60 Minutes, in which he explained, "My family would not have allowed me to break a racket. For me, breaking a racket means I am not in control of my emotions." Although Nadal has, by and large, managed to keep his emotions in check while out on court, there are a handful of occasions on which he came close to losing his cool and forcing his racket to take the brunt of his rage. One such moment occurred during a high-stakes Indian Wells final against Djokovic in 2011. The pair had met in the same match 4 years prior, with Nadal coming out on top, and he looked on course to repeat the feat by racing into a one-set lead, but the tide began to turn in the second set, when Nadal had no answer to Djokovic's resilience during a long rally at break point, and the Serb converted to go 5-3 up when Nadal found the net. In a momentary fit of anger, the Spaniard hoisted his racket into the air and looked set to launch it onto the court, but instead smashed his own leg at the last second. We will never know whether Uncle Tony would have followed through on his threat to quit if Nadal had let his emotions spill over. Djokovic powered on to win the match 4-6, 6-3, 6-2.